Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys? Let's see what's happening with Aries. You have an Emperor energy, could be yourself or someone else in that energy. Yeah, I see the Page of Materials, so this has to do with someone laying a foundation, communicating. This is someone hoping it's successful. You know, someone's going from the Page to the Knight, so this is someone looking ahead, planning, preparing. They're definitely hoping for the best. It is a slow and steady wins the race, but it's also someone who's moving forward. These are both cards of communication. Yeah, so I see the Chariot. It has to do with taking control, taking the lead. Someone has a determination to succeed. Beautiful. Yeah, with the Chariot here too, like I feel this has to do with someone needing to take charge of the situation. They need to take the lead. I feel the foundation's basically laid here because now we have the Knight, which means they're moving forward, getting ready to make that move. This is someone who isn't ruled by their emotion because you can see the energy is Pentacles, earth energy. So it's a grounded person who generally likes to look ahead. They look at all the details to make sure it's sort of safe to proceed. Yeah, so very nice. They definitely are. This isn't going to be emotional, at least how it starts, because they are in control of their emotion, but yet determined to succeed. Yeah, it's about going down this path, crossing this path. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so I do see it laying the foundation. That's what it's about. So it's something there's already been probably a communication, but it's about this movement forward. Yeah, see, crossing paths, maybe taking things to the next level. Yeah, this is someone who, the interesting energy is, this is about two people coming together, going down this path. So I see a house, a home. I definitely see this something to do with the financial foundation, but there's a reason to celebrate. So I feel like you're going to get together with someone. It's hard to say where this will go, but it's all about the foundation. It's an energy of a home, somebody who has a home, a solid foundation. Yeah. Somebody's got they got their ducks in a row. Put it this way. Let's have a look at the Emperor. The Emperor, yeah. This is someone choosing their battle. So this is someone taking decisive action. They know they need to kind of hurry up, but this isn't someone who's rushing into something. They're just kind of looking at the situation. There is movement. It's just kind of slow. They could be focused on work and other things, maybe to do with their home. Someone here could work at home. Yeah, so it's about coming in right. It's about harmony and balance. A little Libra energy here. Yeah. Some Cancer energy too. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's just, like I say, it's energies. This is someone taking decisive action. It's someone who doesn't want someone to get away, though. You can see it's about coming in right. They're looking at harmony, balance. Yeah, doing it right. They're doing it right. The right way is their way at this point. Yeah. Tell me about the Knight of Materials. Yeah, this is someone feeling pretty confident here. See, they're taming the beast, though, slowing down. This is someone who's rushed into things before and changed their mind, so they're just kind of taking their time. But what I like is there's a level of sincerity. They feel confident, so... yeah, but they've tamed that beast within themselves, because this is someone, like I say, they've rushed into things before and backed out. But this is someone who definitely doesn't want someone to get away. So it's about taking decisive action. Yeah, let's have a look at the Chariot. The Chariot. This is someone here who, yeah, the Chariot. The Chariot. This is, it has to do with someone who's put on the brakes before. So this is someone who I feel it's about laying the foundation, doing it right. It's about harmony. It's about balance. Staying very balanced. Yeah, keeping their life balanced too. Yeah, little Taurus energy. So this has to do with the Hierophant. This is about two people being on the same page. So it has to do with lifestyles, habits, the way someone conducts themselves. But it's someone who feels confident. They have faith in themselves. They're not afraid of taking the lead. So you can see this is someone who's likely applying a few things they've learned, because it is thinking, learning, listening. Yeah. Doing things right, coming in right, doing it right, the right way. Making sure you're on the same page. I definitely like the Hierophant here because this is what it's all about. Lifestyle. Someone's lifestyle, the way they live their day-to-day life. See, crossing that path, coming together. So I do see some kind of an agreement. I mean, maybe there was an agreement or a tentative agreement about getting together. Yeah, let's have a look at the Four of Inspiration. It has to do with a home, a reason to celebrate. This is someone thinking pretty positive here. Yeah, see, doing things together, spend time together at someone's home. Looking at the things you have in common. Maybe two people who bring something to the table, but it's really about the common energy. This is someone acknowledging. See, there's acknowledgement. They know they need to take the lead. So there's some sort of an agreement or acknowledgement, but they have to be the one. It's basically one person's handing the reins over to the other person. So that's where I feel some sort of arrangement. I mean, it could be tentative, but there is this level of someone looking at a communication. There was sincerity. So I think this is someone feeling pretty confident about the lead. Absolutely. Strength and confidence. There's definitely a level of kindness, compassion. But to me, I feel like just someone who's looking at the situation, they feel pretty confident. So like I say, someone's handing over the reins to the other person. In other words, some kind of an agreement, even if it's tentative, but it's been acknowledged already. Yeah. I feel the foundation's kind of already started, but like I say, you never know where this kind of thing is going to go. Yeah, but you can see it's manifesting. See, two people who have everything they need. There's desire. So it has to do with communicating, coming together, talking, communicating, acknowledging things you have in common. There's a sense of needing to learn more. See, learning about each other, a lot of sincerity. Yeah, I do. And I love the Three of Pentacles. That's also skills. See, learning about each other, the skills, the things you have in common. Yeah, but it's all about going down this path. See, this is an energy of two people building each other up. So there's an energy of, there's something that's already been acknowledged. Yeah, something you have in common. Interesting. Common ground. Tell me about going down this path. See, it's about acknowledging this path. It's being acknowledged. So I feel there was an offer or something here where it's been acknowledged. Like the other person's handing over the reins, so they have to take the lead. And it's about asking someone out, going down this path that has to do with going on a date. Your house, my house, that kind of energy. I feel it's two people have kind of a love of home, but it's about getting comfortable. See, a comfortable home or just getting comfortable. Yeah, I definitely feel that it was comfortable. Like I think you got each other here. Like, yeah, I got it. I get it. It's tentative. There's no real agreement, but it's tentative where two people kind of get it. Handing over the reins. They have to take the lead. Yeah, this is definitely something, and I do feel this is something that could go to the next level. Like maybe you've already, I see conversation, talking, planning, preparing, hoping for the best, looking at the situation, feeling confident. It's all here. And the next level could be going on an actual date. Someone started it here. You know, it's the Page of Pentacles. There's apprehension. This is someone hoping, is someone who reaches out to someone and says something, you know, and they're hoping the other person takes the reins, and that's what I feel is happening. And that I feel has been acknowledged. It's like I feel like you both get it here. Yeah, there's definitely a spark of desire, physical attraction. So this is the passion new beginning, making choices, going down this path. Now, if some of you have a choice between two, you may be putting on the brakes with someone here who isn't following through. They're not building the foundation. Okay. And this could be another person, but this is about a spark, attraction, a passionate new beginning. So there's definitely a lot of desire. See, two people who have a desire to manifest. I think there's more, put it this way, it's about exploring this, getting to know each other, learning about each other. Yeah, I feel for most of you here. Lovely. Now, if we have someone here who has been a marriage or commitment here too, because justice is often married people, but it's about making peace and harmony between two people. So someone here, and there could be a control issue between married people. See, a power struggle. So that could be something going on with people who are in committed or married. The Emperor is the one who has to make it happen here. Okay, the Emperor makes it happen. Now, the Emperor could actually even be a feminine energy where they make it happen. Okay, but I feel like this Emperor is in it. Definitely, it feels very masculine, which is often Aries energy. But like I say, this is just an energy of someone who has everything they need to manifest their desire. So there's the desire to communicate, to go down this path. So yeah, I do think there's been an acknowledgement of handing over the reins for most of you. But yeah, for those married couples here, if there is a power struggle, it's about manifesting a new beginning. Okay. Some of you might be putting on the brakes. You may have another opportunity coming in. I don't know. I don't really feel this is too much about married people, but it definitely has to do with commitment. I don't see anything really negative. It's just sort of something that's just, it's very practical, very mundane kind of communication. What you doing? What would you like to do? Do you want to get together? You know, it's just practical, mundane, everyday kind of conversation. But it's how that foundation's being laid. So there's acknowledgement of things you have in common, even if it's unspoken. Yeah, it has to do with someone taking a leap of faith. Someone's looking before they leap, feeling pretty confident, but taming the beast. See, not rushing. This is about making sure there's sincerity, taking it a little bit slow. Because some of you, if you've taken a risk before and things didn't turn out the way you wanted, or you changed your mind or had to put on the brakes, or another person, it's about looking before you leap. Okay? Because that's what I feel, strength, feeling confident. So it has to do with, and it has to do with someone who took a little risk. Maybe you started it. Now they're the person who has to take the reins. That's what I kind of feel's happened here. I wouldn't be surprised, but like I say, it's anybody can come into that energy. But it's about looking before you leap. Someone's definitely looking at that. And I do feel this is something that's going to take a little time for this person to actually reach out. But once they do, things will move along pretty good, because we have the Magician. I mean, I feel like you're both very aware of what's taking place, what needs to happen, who needs to take the lead. Yeah. So I feel it's just, this is a pretty practical energy. But yeah, I feel some of you, if you have a choice, you may be putting on the brakes for someone who doesn't follow through or doesn't follow up. They're not taking the lead, whatever the situation. I wouldn't be surprised here, because I'm seeing new. See, there's a lot of happiness and joy. This, I feel some of you got a new person. I mean, it could be two people have gone their separate ways. Even in a committed relationship, maybe gone their separate ways. And this is often kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Somebody forgiving, leaving that in the past, you see, and then moving forward. But I do see a Leo energy here as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, big time Cancer energy. Strong Aries, Scorpio, Libra, big time, and Gemini. Yeah, Taurus, big time. They're just energies. They're just the way people are acting at a particular time, what they're feeling. Yeah, but this is about clarity, taking it to the next level. See, there's happiness. Some of you, it is new, taking a leap of faith. Someone new. If you've been at a crossroads, you know, I see making choices, choosing someone here. There's a spark, there's desire. I feel both people feel. I think you're both aware there's an attraction. But it's about whether this will go to the next level. But I'm definitely seeing two people coming apart or just going their separate ways because they're just not on the same page. They don't get each other. That's why I feel someone putting on the brakes. And this is often a new person. Interesting. The sun is shining. A lot of happiness. There's clarity. Yeah, you can see this is an energy of change coming in. And it's funny because this is somebody here possibly even moving on from a situation, but this has to do with change for the better. There's a lot of growth, abundance. See, this is somebody, and it could be somebody just kind of swooping in taking control of this, coming in between two people, taking control before somebody else starts something. So like I say, if you've got someone who didn't lay that foundation, they could be coming back around, hurrying up, taking control, swooping in, coming in between two people before someone starts something new. So I do see that for some of you. Yeah, interesting. Tell me about the Fool. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, so this is somebody here who's looking before they leap. A painful period in someone's life's over, rising like the phoenix from the ashes. So there is someone looking at the situation, making sure something is over. The sun is shining, see, rising like the phoenix. So this is somebody ready for new, just going to go for it. But it's telling you, look before you leap. Whatever happened before doesn't happen again. But it is an energy of learning to go with the flow. Okay, let go of the need to control. Hand over the reins, let the other person take the lead. So there's something that some of you maybe have, took a risk or took the lead. Let this person, it's handing over the reins, I feel. There's nothing wrong with taking a leap of faith and, starting something with someone, getting it going. But at some point, like I say, this is about feeling confident, taming that beast, looking before you leap. If there is something that needs to end, make sure it's over. But I feel it's just a painful period in your life. I mean, this is someone looking out there now, seeing the sun. See, there's a lot of hope, a lot of desire, all this new. So yeah, beautiful energy, Aries. I wish you the best here. The only thing I see that's really, really important is handing over the reins, letting go with control, and learning to go with the flow. Okay, just go with the flow and see where it goes. And that's what I feel. Okay, look before you leap. Think it through. Look at the situation. If you feel confident, I think the taming of the beast is maybe yourself. Yeah, that beast within, learning to slow down. But I do feel it has a lot to do with someone being sincere. So you feel like someone's sincere. You feel confident. So, yeah. Really, really nice energy. I don't really see anything negative. It's just about applying lessons learned from the past, learning to go with the flow. But if you do have somebody who you're moving on from, they may come in and swoop in before you start something new. That's the only thing I can see here. That might change things. See the change. Often people rush in and then change their mind. So if you have someone who does that, they keep changing their mind. This is where you're two people coming apart and two people coming together. Now, there's definitely new here. So take care and we'll see you soon.